The boy was lost in a sweet dream where he was being kissed passionately by a girl. But just as the kiss was getting more enjoyable, a sudden cold sensation hit his lips. He snapped his eyes open and saw Mary teasing him with a popsicle. That's when he realized everything he'd just experienced was nothing but a dream. This made him really annoyed with Mary. Not only had she interrupted his wonderful dream, but she'd done it in such a weird, popsicle-involving way. Yet in the face of his anger, Mary just stared at him with a mischievous grin on her face. Her look seemed to say that if he wanted, she could wake him up again the way she had in his dream. This flirty little tease left Jack totally speechless. He fought to hold back his irritation and asked Mary what she was doing at his house so early in the morning. Mary just pointed at the clock on the wall. It was already past 8 o'clock. She said if she hadn't woken Jack up, he would have been late for school. The thought of getting lectured by that terrifying teacher for being late left Jack frozen in place. But then he thought this might just be another one of Mary's pranks. Maybe she tampered with the clock, or maybe today was actually a day off. But Mary insisted that today was just a normal school day. Jack still had his doubts, but he didn't dare take the risk. So he ran all the way to school and managed to get to the classroom just before class started. He'd wanted to say hi to Jenny, but he noticed she was being really cold toward him, as if she didn't even want to talk to him. This instantly made him nervous. He wondered if Jenny had had the same dream as him, and if she was still mad about being the one to make the first move and kiss him. But there was no way for him to ask about it, so he just turned to his best buddy to vent his frustrations. But they'd barely said a few words when Jenny caught sight of them together. Her face immediately darkened. When the morning break rolled around, she pulled Mary aside to a quiet spot and blurted out her suspicions right away. It turned out she'd calculated it precisely. Jack had arrived at school 2.5 minutes later than usual that day, so she was worried that something had happened between him and Mary. Mary was totally dumbfounded by the bizarre question. She quickly explained that even though she'd walked to school with Jack, his lateness was just because he'd overslept. It had nothing to do with her at all. Hearing this, Jenny finally let out a sigh of relief. By lunchtime, Jack was still moping about Jenny's cold attitude. That's when Mary came over to him again. She said Jack should be happier to be having lunch with such a cute girl like her. Then she even tried to feed him directly, but Jack didn't play along with her joke. Instead, he brought up the time Jenny had confessed her feelings to him. He said he'd actually been ready to talk about it, but every time he tried to bring it up face to face, Jenny always avoided the conversation. He had no idea what was going on, so he wanted to ask Mary for advice on how to fix things. But after hearing all this, Mary was this close to losing her temper. She confessed her feelings to Jack so many times before, and he'd never taken her seriously. But now he was being all earnest and sincere about Jenny's confession. So she chewed Jack out right then and there, then stormed off in a huff. Jack was still standing there, completely confused, when the teacher's voice suddenly came over the school loudspeaker. She asked Jack to come to the student counseling office.